Hello students, in previous class we have started this magnetism and matter, and even we have discussed some concepts and regarding that even updates also have seen. And let me discuss some more concept which is related to this magnetism and matter. Thereafter we will go to the numericals. Is it? When we have taken a magnet, so we have seen what is the magnetic moment and what would be magnetic field on axial line and magnetic moment due to a bar magnet on equatorial line. What would be the ratio of the bar magnetic moment? Those are things we have seen. And even let us see magnetism. How is the earth behaves like a magnet? Because of the some molten iron which is in the core of the earth. Is it? And those will be fluids in the state, those are like fluids which are in the state of motion at the interior of the earth, which is also called dynamic effect. This is also called what? Dynamic effect. And then when you are taking a earth is a magnet, and whenever this earth we have taken as a magnet, if you have taken it is north pole and south pole, therefore the magnetic field due to the earth is always in the direction from south to north, that is what the vertical plane which is passing through the poles of the earth is called magnetic field. Whereas a plane which is perpendicular to the magnetic meridian is called magnetic equator. Similarly, whenever we have taken a bar magnet and a magnetic needle is suspended or a magnet is placed in a Earth's magnetic field, then the angle between the magnetic meridian to the geographic meridian to the magnetic meridian is called declination theta. Is it? Let us take pi declination. And this is what true north, and this is what B, magnetic field of the earth B. But then what would be the? So let me take here. This is the S magnetic field, and now taken. This is what? Now angle between these two. Declination. Then what do you mean by the dip? Dip is the angle between the magnetic horizontal component of the magnetic field to the true or B to the BH the horizontal. What is? And that is called delta is nothing but dip angle of dip. And this angle of dip is measured by the dip circle. Now when we have result, then what is it? BH is equal to B cos delta, whereas vertical component is BV is equal to B sin delta. So what is the delta is called here? Dip's angle of dip. So what is the angle of it at poles, and equator at poles is 0 degrees and at equator it is 90 degrees. Okay. But let me take here. Whenever we have taken a magnet, but let us take this is what B. Now BH, and this is what B. In a first plane, this is one plane, and this is what second plane, and the angle of dip is with this plane at this one delta 1. And this is what you get here 90 minus delta 1. Therefore, what would be the BV by BH is equal to what we know? Tan delta. Okay. But in first plane, what is BV? Vertical component is remain same. Then what is here? B1. Here B1 is equal to what? B cos delta. Is it okay? Similarly, in BH2, in second plane, equal to B cos delta 2. Two disadvantages we have. B cos delta, sorry, B sin delta, B sin delta. Actually, this is what? True division delta. Now let me write here. B is equal to what we can write? BV by BV is equal to BH tan delta. In first place, tan BV is equal to, or let me write here, tan delta 1 is equal to BV by BH. BH is nothing but what you know? B1 is nothing but B cos delta. B cos delta. Similarly, tan delta 2 is equal to BV by BH sin delta. Sin delta. So B cos delta or B sin delta. Then what we can write here? Tan cot delta 1 is equal to B cos delta by BV, whereas cot delta 2 is equal to BV by, so which is B sin delta by B. Is it okay? Now let us write here. Let us take BV is nothing but what we know? BV, which is B sin delta, and take BV is nothing but BH tan delta. So tan delta sin delta by cos delta by sin delta. So on deriving this one, we get here cot square delta, angle of resultant angle of death is equal to cot square delta 1 plus cot square delta 2, or cot delta is equal to cot square delta 1 plus cot square delta 2 to get this resultant magnetic resulting due to this one. Now, if you have taken a bar magnet, north pole is faced geographic north, facing geographic south. In that case, then the magnet movement due to this one, magnetic field due to this one, are equatorial line. At this point, what is magnetic field towards this direction? Magnetic field due to Earth always from south to north. Whereas due to this one, north pole on equator. So what is this? The magnetic field due to bar magnet is in this direction, but on equatorial line, the magnetic moment is opposite to the direction of the magnetic field. Magnetic moment is opposite. Therefore, in this place, then we will get at this point the resultant magnetic field will be 0. Resultant magnetic field will be 0. So that this magnetic field at this point, which is called, this point is called null point. This point is called what? Null point. Now what is magnetic field due to this bar band on equatorial line? Mu naught by 4 pi m by d cube is equal to dh. Similarly, if south pole is facing geographic north, south pole, north pole, here north and here south pole, east and west. In that case, we'll get the resultant magnetic field at a point on axial line. So what is the magnetic moment in this case, in this direction? B1, in the direction from south to north, whereas BH is always from south to north. Then what we have? On axial line we will get a null point on neutral point. Therefore, BH is equal to what? Magnetic field due to the earth is equal to magnetic field due to that bar magnet, which is BH is equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2 m by d. D is nothing but what? From center to that point, which is alpha. And one more, we have a tangent galvanometer. Tangent galvanometer is nothing but when you have taken current carrying solenoid, which will behave like a magnet, and at this one we have a magnet in it. Let us take whenever the current is flowing in a solenoid, current carrying solenoid behaves as a bar magnet. So current carrying solenoid, now whenever the current is carrying, then what would the magnetic field do this one, which is into the plane, clockwise into the plane, anti-clockwise outward the plane. Now this magnetic field, so it will be along towards this side south, and towards you, away from you on other face it is north. Now north pole is facing geographic north. Then where do you get this null point? On equatorial plane. North pole facing north pole. Then what you have, but magnetic field due to this tangent galvanometer, which we call as a tangent galvanometer, B is equal to mu naught Ni by 2R is equal to mu naught by 4 pi on equator line, is it? But this will be equal to what? B tan theta, BH tan theta, BV, which is nothing but BV, BH tan theta. Then I is equal to B tan theta. So what we can write, I is equal to 2R into BH by mu naught N into tan theta. This value will take as a constant. Then I is equal to some constant into tan theta, and this is called the tangent galvanometer, which means the current flowing through a galvanometer, or the deflection the compass of this galvanometer, magnetic compass, is directly proportional to the current flowing through this solenoid or coil current. Then I is proportional to what I can write? Tan theta, tangent of that tangent. So this is what about tangent galvanometer. And what about this terrestrial magnet? Then what do you mean by the horizontal component of it? The component of this is what the magnetic field. Then the component of the Earth with the horizontal, it is BH and it is BV. Then what? BH is equal to B cos delta, which is the component of the magnetic field with the along the surface of the Earth is called horizontal component of that. It means the angle between magnetic field into the bar magnet with the true magnetic field with the horizontal is called angle of it. So let us discuss some examples based on this one. So let us see. We have discussed till 8th one. 7th one we have seen. Let me discuss 8th one. The dipole moment of a sharp bar magnet is 1.25 ampere meter square. The magnetic field on x at a distance d is equal to 0.5 meter from the center of the magnet. What is the magnetic field on its axis? So what is magnetic field? B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi on axial line, mu naught by 4 pi into 2m by d cube for short bar magnet. So let us substitute 10 power to minus 7 into 2 into 1.25 by d cube, 0.5 meter, means 1 by 2 whole cube is equal to 10 power minus 7 into 2 into 1.25, 2.5 into 1 by 2 whole cube means 1 by 8, then into 8 is equal to 8 into 2.5, 20. So 2 into 10 power minus 6 Tesla. 2 into 10, which is 2 into 10 power minus 6 Newton per ampere meter of Tesla, which is 4th option. Let us see 9th question. A north pole of strength 50 ampere meter and south pole of string 100 ampere meter are separated by a distance of 10 centimeter. So we have it is what north pole of the string and south pole of the string, which are different magnets, and they are separated by a distance r is equal to 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter. Find the force between them. Now what is the pole strength of this one? North pole of pole strength is 50 ampere meter and south pole of the strength is what? 100 ampere meter. So M2. Then what is force between these two? Force between the two poles is nothing but mu naught by 4 pi into M1 M2 by R square. Same as that electric field, electric force 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. Here also what we have mu naught by 4 pi M1 M2 by R square. Let us substitute the values here. Mu naught by 4 pi value is nothing but what? 10 power minus 7 into M1 value is what? 50 into M2 value is what here? 100 by 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter is nothing but what? 0.1, which is 10 power minus 1 whole square is equal to 50 into 10 100, 5 into 10 power 3, 10 power minus 7 plus the 10 power minus 4, then 5 into 10 power minus 4, here minus 2 goes to numerator plus 2, which is equal to 5 into 10 power minus 2 Newton. Even you can write 50 into 10 power minus, same as directly you can write 50 into 10 power minus 3 Newton, which is second number. 10. The force experienced by a pole string 100 ampere meter at a distance 0.2 meter from a short bar magnet of length 5 cm. So what happened here? What is given? Force experienced by a pole string. Pole string is given. M is equal to 100 ampere meter. 100 ampere meter. And which is at a distance 0.2 meter from a short bar magnet. So D is equal to given 0.2 meter from a short bar magnet of length. Magnet of strength is what here? PL is equal to 5 centimeter. And pole strength of this bar magnet. So this is bar magnet. Here this is what pole? 100 ampere meter. Let us take here M1. And this is what M2. And this M2 is what here? 200 ampere meter. And from here it is what? 0.2 meter distance. Now, length 5 centimeter. The pole string of 200 ampere and meter, it's axially. So you need to find what is the force acted by this one due to this magnet. Let us see. This is on axial and even they have given force experienced by the pole. They didn't give whether it is north pole or south pole. But due to this magnet at this point, what is magnetic moment? Magnetic field. Magnetic field due to short magnet or short bar magnet, yet this pole at P, B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi axial means what? 2m by d cube. 2m by d cube. That is equal to so mu naught by 4 pi 10 power minus 7 into m 2 into m into 2m. This is what magnetic moment. Magnetic moment is nothing but pole strength into length. M into 2l by d cube. Then 10 power minus 7 into 2 into pole strength is what? 100 into length 5 centimeter. 5 into 10 power minus 2 by what is the distance? 0.2 whole cube. 0.2 whole cube. That is equal to 2 into 5 10. 2 into 5 10. 10. 100 10 power minus 2 1 remaining 10 power minus 7, 10 power minus 7 by 0 point whole cube means 2 into 10 power minus 1 whole cube, 8 into 10 power minus 3, 8 into 10 power minus 3, then here 5 by 4 into 10 power minus 4, that is B value. But we need to find force on this pole. F is equal to M1 into V, Q into E, force on a charge in anatomy, force on a magnetic pole due to magnetic field. Then F is equal to M1. M1 is nothing but what? 100 into magnetic field due to that one is what? Okay, here what we have to take? 2M. What pole strength we need to take here? 200. Then this is what? 20 means 5 by 2. Now here, this is what force, magnetic field at this point into magnetic pole strength. Then 100 into, what is magnetic field due to this one? 5 by 2 into 10 power minus 4. Then here it is what? 50. So 250 into 10 power minus 4 or 2.5 into 10 power minus 2. 2.5 into 10 power minus 2 Newton is the force due to this rod magnet. Let us see 11th one. A bar magnet of length 0.2 meter of pole strength M is equal to 5 ampere meter, kept in a uniform magnetic induction of field strength 15 Weber per meter square, making an angle of 30 degrees with the field. Find a couple acting on it. Couple acting on is nothing but what? Torque, which is mb sin theta. Then m is nothing but m into 2l into b sin 30. Now substitute values. Pole strength is nothing but 5 into 2l 0.2 into b 50 into 1 by. Here it is what? 0.1. Then 575, which is 7.5 Newton meter 4,000. Let us see 12. The ratio of intensities of magnetic field at distances x and 2x from center of magnet of length 2 cm on its axis will be. So here the distances x and 2x, is it? Then what is magnetic field on its axis? Magnetic field is equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2m by d cube on axial length, and on equatorial length mu naught by 4 pi, sorry, for only on their axis are asking. Now what is the given distances approximately x and 2x? d1 is equal to x, d2 is equal to 2x. But remember, magnetic length is given 0.2 meter. But we take that d1 plus actually 2md by d square minus l square whole square. But for short bar magnet, what we take? For short bar magnet, we neglect this length. B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2m by d cube, so that B is inversely proportional to d cube. Now let us write B1 by B2 is equal to D2 by D1 whole cube, then D2 2x by x whole cube is equal to 8 by 1. This is only approximation. Why approximation? We have neglected this length. But if you have considered that length also, it will be different. 12th one, 13th one. A ball magnet having magnetic moment 2 into 10 power 4 Joule Tesla inverse. Joule Tesla inverse is free to rotate in a horizontal plane. A horizontal magnetic field B is equal to 6 into 10 power minus 4 Tesla. 6 into 10 power minus 4 Tesla exists in the space. The opening that in taking the magnet slowly from a direction parallel to the field to a direction of 60 degrees from the field. So what is work done in telemagnetic field, which is nothing but mv cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. Now from where parallel means initially 0 and theta is equal to what? 60 degree. Now let us substitute values. 2 into 10 power 4 into 6 into 10 power minus 4 into cos 0 minus cos 60, that is equal to 2 into 6 into 10 power, what you get, 10 power 4 10 power minus 4, only 1, is it? Now 1 cos 0 value is what? 1 minus cos 60, 1 by 2, 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 2 to cancel, and what you get? 6 joule. A magnetic intensity for axial point and a point on a broadside on position. Broadside on position is nothing but what? Equatorial line. Equal distance d from the center of the magnetic field or the magnetic distance d from a short diameter on longitudinal and transverse, which is nothing but magnetic field on axial line to the equatorial line. What is that ratio? 2:1. Fourth option. Let us see 15th one. Torques acting tau 1 and tau 2 are required for magnetic needle to remain perpendicular to the magnetic field at a distance d from a short diameter longitude. Perpendicular magnetic field at the two different places is. Then what is perpendicular? Tau 1 is equal to what? M into B1 sin 90. And tau 2 is equal to m into b2 sin 90. Sin 90 is what? 1. Then tau 1 by tau 2 is equal to what? b1 by b2, which is first option. 16th one. A couple acting on a magnet of type magnet length 10 cm kept in a field at an angle of, so tau what, at an angle of 30 degree. Here theta is not mentioned, it is 30 degree. So same direct formula can be sin theta, based on that we can solve. Let us see 17. Torque of 10 power minus 5 Newton meter. 10 power minus 5 Newton meter is required to hold a magnet which the horizontal component of the external field. The torque required to hold it at 30 degrees will be. Is it okay? At which the horizontal component of the external field. Then what you know? Tau is equal to MBH sin theta. Tau is equal to MB sin theta. MB sin theta. Then let us take initially it is okay. Initially in what position is it? Theta is equal to 90 degrees, which is neutral. Is it okay? Maximum torque is maximum. Maximum to 30 degrees. So what you can write here? Tau 2 by tau 1 is equal to sin theta. Torque is directly proportional to sin theta. Then sin 30 by sin 90. Then tau 2 by tau 1, 10 power minus 5 is equal to 10 power minus 5 is equal to sin 30 1 by 2 by 1 by 2. Then tau 2 is equal to 2 into 10 power minus 5 Newton meter. Is it? 2 into, okay, this is what 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means what? Directly when 1 by 2 into 10 power minus 5 Newton meter, which is first option. This is 18 one. Using the same or the same distance from the magnetic needle at two places C and D, deflection magnetometer, which is tangent magnetometer, tangent galvanometer or deflection magnetometer, was found to be 30 degree. Theta 1 is equal to 30 degree and theta 2 is equal to what? 60 degree. The ratio of the horizontal components of Earth's magnetic field at induction at these two places will be. So let us take B is equal to BH tan theta. So B remains constant. Okay. So what we can write here? BH is inversely proportional to tan theta. Inversely proportional. Then B1 by B2 is equal to tan theta 2 by tan theta 1. Tan theta 2 tan 60 by tan 30 is equal to tan 60 value is what? Root 3 by 1 by root 3. So which is 3 is to 1. 19th one. Which of the following is responsible for the Earth's magnetic field, which is convective currents of the molten iron, which is in the inside interior of the earth, which are in the convective fluids in the motion. Second option. Let us see 20. A dip circle is so set that its needle moves freely in the magnetic meridian in this position. The angle of dip is delta 1 is equal to 40 degree, whereas now the dip circle is rotated so that the plane in which its needle moves makes an angle of 30 degree with the magnetic meridian. Then the dip is 30 degrees. The magnetic meridian in this position, the needle will dip by an angle. So what is the dip? Cot square delta is equal to cot square delta 1 plus cot square delta 2. Then cot delta is equal to our cot square delta 1 40 degree plus cot square 30. That is equal to our cot square 40 value is around 1.19 plus this is what cot square 30 value cot 30 root 3 whole square which is 3. Then 3.19 4.19 which is 2.1. Then for this the angle is cot delta is equal to when you have taken natural sines or natural cosines, from that we can get, then this value is around 25 degree which is less than 40 degree. Third option. Let us see 21st. A very small magnet is placed in the magnetic meridian which is south pole pointing the north. The null point is obtained 20 cm away from the center of the magnet. So D is equal to 20 cm away from the center of the magnet. South pole pointing the north. South pole pointing the north. So where do you get the neutral point? South pole means here on axial line will get. An axial line. Similarly, so 21. If the Earth's magnetic field is at this point is 0.3 Gauss, The magnetic moment of the magnet is, what is magnetic moment? B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2m by d cube. On axial line it is what? 2m by d cube. You need to find the magnetic moment. Is it okay? Now, B is what? 0.3. Let me take all are in Gauss only, and this will be in 1 into 2 into m by d cube. D is nothing but what? 20 cube. Then 2m is equal to 0.3 into 20 cube. Is it? 0.3 into 20 cube means what do you need here? The pH is equal to this one. 0.3 into 20 cube 0.2 is equal to, sorry, 2m by 2. So 0.3 into 20 cube means 8 into 10 power 3 by 2. Here is what? 4 times. Then 1.2 into 10 power 3. Is it okay? But units are here EMU. EMU represents electromagnetic unit. One electromagnetic unit is equal to 10 coulomb. But even we have one more unit which is electrostatic unit, 1 by 3 into 10 power 9 coulomb. So we have used the SCS when we have taken EMU unit. There's 22nd one. An example of a perfect diamagnet is a superconductor. This implies that when a superconductor is put in a magnetic field intensity B, the magnetic field ds inside the superconductor will be such that magnetic field inside of the superconductor is 0 for a superconductor. It does not allow the magnetic field lines, which is also called magnetic shielding superconductor. So first option 23. BH is equal to 1 by 3 BV. Then find the angle of dip. So what we know? BV by BH is equal to what we know? 1 by root 3. But BV by BH is nothing but what? Tan delta is equal to 1 by root 3. Then delta is equal to what? 30 degree. Tan delta is equal to what here? 30 degree. 23. Let us see 24th one. A 30 centimeter long bar magnet. We have a bar magnet. Then 30 centimeter. Meridian in its north pole pointing south. So it is placing what? North pole pointing south. Sorry, south to north. North pole pointing south. With this north pole facing south, the neutral point is obtained at a distance of 40 cm from the center of the magnet. Where do you get the neutral point? On axial line. At what point? 40 cm. Then D is equal to what we get? 40 cm. 40 cm from the center of the magnet. The pole strength of the magnet is evenly given. The horizontal component of the S magnetic field is 0.34 Gauss. pH is equal to 0.34 Gauss. 0.34 Gauss means 1 Gauss is equal to 10 power minus 4 Tesla. Is it right? So now let us find what is it. On axial, what is magnetic field? pH is equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2 md by d square minus l square whole on axial, because we have L values, that is equal to this one. What is BH? 0.34 into 10 power minus 4 Tesla. 1 Gauss is equal to 10 power minus 4 Tesla. And mu naught by 4 pi 10 power minus 7. Then 2 into m into d. D is nothing but 40 centimeter. Then let me take here this 0.4 by centimeter in meter we have taken. d square 0.4 square minus L. 2L is total length is 30. Then what you get here 0.15 whole square for this one. That is equal to, so 3, 13, 4. So let us take these remaining 2m into 0.4 into 37. 2m is equal to 0.34 into 10 power minus 4 into this one 0.416 minus 0.0225 whole square by 10 power minus 7 into 10 power minus 7 into 0.4. Is it? Now let us calculate here. Then 2m is equal to 10 power minus 7 goes to under plus 7, 10 power 3, then 0.34 by 0.4 into 10 power 3, and here we have 0.16 minus 225, 16 minus 225, 5, here 9, 7, 5, 3, 1375, then 0.1375 whole square, 0.1375 whole square, and then m is equal to this is what 0.1314. So around 16 if you are taking 0. Then this value is around 16 overall. Then m is equal to 8 ampere meter square. Then tell me, we need to find the pole strength of the magnet. So what is pole strength? M is equal to 8 by 12. Then 8 by 0.30 centimeter means 0.3. That is equal to what? 26.7 ampere meter. This is pole strength. Pole strength 26.7 ampere meter. So let us see next one. (25) The Earth's magnetic field lines resemble that of a short dipole at the center of the Earth. If the magnetic moment of this dipole is close to the 8 into 10 power 22 ampere meter square. Magnetic moment is when 8 into 10 power 22 ampere meter square. 8 into 10 power 22 ampere meter square. The value of the Earth's magnetic field near the equator close to. What is the value of the Earth's magnetic field near the equator close to? Okay. But equator close to means what here? Mu naught by 4 pi into 2m by d cube. Mu naught by 4 pi into m into d cube. Which is nothing but close to the equator. Which is nothing but we need to take d is nothing but radius of the earth. Radius of the earth. Then b is equal to 10 power minus 7 into 2 into 8 into 10 power 22 by 6.4 into 10 power 6 whole square, whole cube. Then 2 into 8 60 into 10 power minus 7, 10 power 22, 10 power 15 by 6.5 whole square, which is around 266 or 266, approximately 36 into 6. 6 means that 0.4 is a 266 will get by 10 power 18. Then this one you can write 60 100 by 266 into 10 power 12 minus 18, 10 power minus 6. Then what we get here? This is around 6 into 10 power minus 6, which is nothing but but the given options are in terms of the Gauss. Options are in terms of the Gauss. So here it is what 262 into 10 power 18 15 that is equal to 16 by 262 into 10 power 15 minus 18 minus 3, that is equal to 0.6. Let us take 160 by 262 into 10 power minus 4. Then this value is around 0.6 into 10 power minus 4 Tesla is equal to 0.6 Gauss. 0.6 Gauss. This is second option. They are in measuring the current with a tangent calorimeter in minimum when the deflection is above. When is it minimum? So what is tangent calorimeter? I is equal to what we know? K tan theta. Error in measuring. Let us take d is equal to what? K into secant square pi d pi. Okay? So secant square pi d pi. Now what is di by I? Di by I. Then what do we have? Di by means secant square pi by tan pi. Secant square pi. So this is what 1 by cos pi by sin pi into 1 by cos square pi. Cos square 1 cos this one. Then what we have here? 1 by 2. Here we have d pi. D pi 2 d pi by 2 d pi by 2 sin theta cos theta, which is sin 2 pi. Now 2 di by I is a fractional measurement. When is it minimum? If this is maximum. This is minimum when sin 2 pi is equal to maximum. So what is this maximum value? 90 degree. Then pi is equal to what? 45. 28. The 26th one. Let us see 27th one. If a current of 500 milliampere produces a deflection of I1 is equal to 500 milliampere produces a deflection of 30 degree. Milliampere produces a deflection of 30 degree. In the tangent, then the current that produces a deflection of 60 degree, theta into is equal to 60 degree. Then what is the current? We know I is equal to what we know? K tan theta. So I2 by I1 is equal to tan theta 2 by tan theta 1. Tan theta 2, tan 60 by tan 30. Therefore I2 by I1 is equal to what? 500 is equal to tan 60. Tan 60 value root 3 by 1 by root 3, which is equal to what? 3. Then I2 is equal to what? 1500 milliampere or 1.5 ampere. First answer. 28th one. Before using a tangent calorimeter, this coil is set in what? We have set in magnetic meridian. That is what? Vertically north south. Second half. 29th one. Same as that. When root 3 ampere current is passing a tangent calorimeter, I1 is equal to root 3 ampere. Root 3 ampere, we need a deflection of what? 30 degrees. The deflection obtained when I2 is equal to 3 ampere current flowing, then what is theta 2? Same as that one. Again, I2 by I1 is equal to what? tan theta 2 by tan theta 1. Tan theta 2. Now I2 is nothing but 3 by root 3 is equal to tan theta 2 by tan 30. Tan 30 value is what? I2 3 by root 3, which is here what? Root 3 times tan theta 2 is equal to root 3 into tan 30 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 into 1, root 3 1, then theta is equal to what? 45. 45 degrees. Is it? And remaining we'll discuss in the next class and practice concept, and then you practice remaining these odds to whatever we have solved these.